So this dude sticks up for his wife, defends her quote-unquote honor, and now she's mad at him about it. And he's wondering, did I do the right thing, the wrong? I was trying to do the right thing, right? You got something going on in your life and you want to share it with us, and we throw it out to Bert Show fam. Hit us up at thebertshow.com. Mo's got the email.
Guys, am I wrong here? Because I'm unbelievably baffled by my wife's reaction.
Unbelievably baffled.
Couldn't say that 5 times. I feel like I did 100% the right thing and what any guy would have done if he were brave enough. So we were out with a group of friends. They were mostly my wife's friends from work. I didn't really want to go to begin with, but that's a different topic. So there was a group of about 10 of us. It was mostly her coworkers and their spouses. There was a drunk table about 10 feet from ours. I had overheard them saying some pretty offensive things about the woman at our table. I think I was able to hear it better than the others at our table because my chair was the closest to them. My wife could see that I was getting angry, and she tried to tell me to calm down about it. I really didn't want to start any drama, so I had hoped they'd shut up, and maybe nobody else at the table would hear them. Unfortunately, they didn't end up leaving before we did. Our party all got up to leave, and several of us were waiting by the front door before walking outside while we waited for a few of the women to return from the bathroom, and while another couple closed their tab. As we were waiting, the table of drunk a-holes got up to leave. One guy stumbled into my wife. She was visibly annoyed and kind of pushed him, to which he responded, "What the F?" Ugly-ass attitude to match the rest of you.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Everyone heard it, and I lost it. I decked him. He was too drunk to fight back, and his friends pulled him back, and they left.
That's the best kind of fight.
Yeah.
That's the one right there.
You're going to have to blow into this breathalyzer before I decide if I'm going to fight you or not.
That's how you pick them, Bert.
Oh, you're the perfect kind of drunk. Let's do it.
Who's almost on the floor already?
Of course, the manager came out and kicked us all out. My wife was embarrassed and furious with me. She said she was humiliated by what I did and not by what the guy said. She said we are lucky we only got kicked out and that I wasn't arrested. I'm pretty pissed that she's angry at me when I feel like I was defending her. Should I have let it go? I thought I did what any guy should have done.
Man. Kristen, this has happened to you with Bart, now I think about it, right?
Oh, well, yeah, at the the pig picking.
Yeah.
My friend's
The
birthday
one.
party. Okay, so Mo,
It's his song. He hasn't heard the song.
he hasn't heard the song, man.
Hostile pig picking.
Yeah. I don't know if you could find that or not in time, Tommy. Okay, so Mo, what happened was we were at a friend's birthday party and they have property. So it's basically like, a giant field, and it was a bonfire, and they had a guy out there, a country singer. And it was pig picking because they had a giant pig on a spit, and you pick the meat and you eat and you hang out. So it's a pig picking.
Pig picking. Okay.
Yeah. And the country singer got pretty intoxicated, and we're sitting on hay bales around this bonfire, and he came up and he got a little too close, and he's being a little too friendly. And Bart comes in, he goes, "You better get your paws off my girl."
It's the most Kentucky story ever, right?
Removeth your paws from my
Your
woman.
paws off my lady.
Yeah. So it didn't come to blows, but it came dangerously close to blows. And I appreciated it. And
Okay.
it was kind of hot.
Yeah, so let's take this one step further, okay? Let's say that this dude didn't take so kindly to Bart saying, "Get your paws off my lady."
Paws off my girl. 'Cause I
So-
think he had his hand on my shoulder, or like he had placed a hand somewhere.
So let's say it escalates. Bart knocks the dude out, right?
Yeah.
At that point, is it still hot for you, or are you feeling the same way? Like, dude, you didn't need to go there.
I wouldn't have felt the same way because he made a scene at my friend's birthday party, and if by doing that I would have been perturbed by that. Deep down, still a little hot, but you can't. I'm not a fan of taking away somebody else's sparkle. Mm-hmm. So you put the guy in his place, but not make it into a physical altercation.
Right. Dobby, I'm assuming this has happened with Blair before, where you've said something and he's had to stick up for you.
What does that mean? What do you mean
I'm
by
assuming
that?
more than just once.
No, honestly, every time that it has come close, I have always been sitting quietly in the group, and then that perturbs a man for some reason. Like, I'm just sitting there quietly, like, enjoying the company. Everybody's telling their stories. And then I remember this really big dude in a super puffy vest, like the puffiest vest ever, was like, "What's your deal?" And like got in my face. And Blair got up and was like, "What's your deal?" And it was a whole thing. And then they ended up, they like, instead of fighting, they bought each other shots of Patron, but in the most aggressive way. It was like, "Here, tequila shot, idiot." And it was so weird. But I really enjoyed it. And like, if he did decide to throw a punch, I would enjoy that too, so long as he wins.
And his face doesn't get marred.
Yeah.
So turn off if he loses the fight, turn on if he wins the fight.
For me.
Okay.
Sorry about my friend's party. It might make a scene, but it'll also be the most memorable moment.
It's clear.
The Bert Show.